So, you and Dylan are coming up on 5 years, right?
Yeah.
Aw, he's such a sweet guy. Shannon?
Yeah. Dylan's great. It's just that sometimes he's not himself.
What do you mean?
Well, everything will be normal, and then he'll, like, catch a glimpse of me getting out of the shower, and he becomes
He becomes what?
a horny little dork.
I saw your blue beads.
I have to go to work. Stop.
Oh, no time for sissy time.
Horny little dork from the masters of horror at Blumhouse Studios finds a terrifying look at what awaits.
How true is this?
A few years.
Come on!
Into a relationship.
Oh, my God. I probably sound crazy.
No. It's been happening with my husband, too. Anything can trigger it. Side boob, underbutt, new sports bra. He'll go from the man I love to a horny little dork.
Your presence is required in the bedroom.
Dennis, I'm in the middle of a workout.
It will only be about 10 minutes, milady.
Stop talking like a butler.
Mitch does a robot.
Bleep, blop, no bra detected. Wiener status half chub.
Why is this happening?
I've been researching this phenomenon for years. There's evidence of horny little dorkism going back millennia.
Oh,
I don't
God.
understand, Doctor. What happened to their game?
Tell me, what would you do if your husband took you in his arms, threw you on the bed, and said, I want you?
Well, what do you think I would do? I would laugh at him, obviously.
Exactly. You know each other too well for big, romantic gestures.
There has to be some way to stop this.
There is. You could have sex with him.
There has to be some way.
Right. Chilling. Thank God I don't act this way. Yeah, you do. Right, Steve Baker's right.
Well, at least we're safe here.
Ooh, pretty tummy.
Horny little dork. It's because Dakota Johnson was on Saturday Night Live. She did 50 Shades of Grey. But I go, that was so funny.
Yeah.
That was so funny to me.
Very relatable.
Well, but it's relatable. I think every guy does. Like,
because you go through this.
I like to
period of-
think I didn't ever do that, but I'm sure I did.
I'm sure I. Yeah. I'm sure I did too.
Hey.
I'm sure I have to.
You know.
But like the
robot one was fucking funny. I did no bra detected. Half chub. Now, why do we think that that's going to turn the chick on?
It's not.
You know?
I think because like the one line, we know each other too well, so
Yes,
romance
right.
is out the window.
Well, but I think like if you, I don't know. Okay, so
shouldn't you be, if you're a woman, shouldn't you, even though it's silly, shouldn't you be flattered by that stuff? I think when guys stop looking at you, that's when you need to panic.
Okay, that's a great point. That's a great point.
Ladies, pay attention.
That's a great point. But I think that, you know, when you're going to work and or you're trying to work out or you just want to live. I guess you go back to time and place. There's time and place for everything. But I don't know when they say big romantic gestures. You're right. I don't know what happens. I haven't been in a relationship, so I don't know what happens. I haven't been in a relationship in a long time, so I don't know what happens right. I know how things can go poorly and stuff, and I can see where when things aren't reciprocated or felt appreciated, people can back off on stuff. But I don't know that. I don't know.
I think it's premarital sex. Once you get married, I think all of a sudden now, now we got each other. We don't have to like try to court anymore. We've already done it. We've had all our excitement. Now we're just going to procreate.
Okay, but is that the guy or the chick? Does the guy feel like
I don't think it's ever the guy. I think it's the woman often.
Well, does the guy? Okay, all right, but let me ask you.
Could be the guy.
Does the guy?
I mean, we know somebody who is was in a situation in a marriage where the dude, she thought he may have been gay because he wouldn't fulfill her needs. He even told her, "Yeah, go have an affair." We know this person. They've sat in on this show.
Okay, all right. I don't go any further because I'm going to start asking questions. It's not ringing a bell in my dumb head. I think I know, but well, okay. But here's the thing. Like, does the guy all of a sudden go, well, I don't have, like, now you come home and you throw your sock. You're not as.
Like, you don't try to take care of yourself.
You live like you did
when you were in college.
When you're alone.
When you were single.
When you're alone. Right? And instead of putting the effort in. And that's where, like, discipline in all forms of life. You want to be attractive all the time. Yeah. Keep yourself in shape. Try to eat well. And then try to make romantic gestures. I'll tell you what. We have a client who sat in the studio. And I was trying to, in between sets, line stuff up. Sometimes the cameras come on early, and people write to me going, can't hear anything. Well, that's only because we have the mics muted because everything's not ready to go, right? I don't have audio to record. Right. There's a lot of little steps in here. So while that was happening, all of a sudden I heard something, and I said, what? And the person was in here with their wife, and she said, he's giving me sweet enough. And like, this guy doesn't stop that nice stuff. He wasn't dorky. He was just going, you look beautiful, or you look
beautiful, babe.
Or
Aren't
something.
You adorable?
He was whispering it. So, and she kind of called him back. But my point is, that stuff seems to stop. I got her, and now the big focus is I got a big meeting this week, and I got to focus on that. The boss has been up my ass.
Yeah. Or the kids.
Or the kids.
The kids now take that spot in your life.
Right. So now you got all this stuff. And
you're no longer dating your wife, or you're dating your husband.
So I would say that I think it's the guy not putting in the effort.
Yeah, it's a lot of cases. That is the case.
We had Stephanie in here who said she's got a huge Valentine's Day plan for her.
That's
her man.
Awesome. That is fantastic.
Isn't that awesome? Right.
Ladies, pay attention.
But she's you're gonna get in trouble.
No, my wife's good.
She wants to do it because she gets great pleasure from that. But most of the time in societally, we would put that on the guy. I even think, even in today's world, I think that most of the time, if you're in what we'll call how do I say this? So it's not. I would say I want to say a typical, but I feel like that's almost offensive to some people. I'm not looking to offend anybody, but my point is, like a male-female relationship, I think in most of those cases, a lot of that stuff, the courting falls on the guy.
Yeah.
Doesn't it?
Yeah.
And I think guys...
Valentine's Day is geared towards men to take care of women. It's not geared the other way around.
But I mean, I just think in terms of dating, right? The guy asked the woman out, and not that it can't happen the other way. I'm not saying that. I just, most of the time, it's
I know a girl once who told a guy, I'll pay for dinner if you take me out. Like, she was really desperate. I felt so bad for her. It wasn't me. It was a friend of ours. It was like, she said that? Oh, yeah.
I'll pay for dinner.
I'll pay for everything. Let's just go out on a date. Yeah. Like, she liked the guy, and he wasn't interested. I'll pay for dinner. I'll pay for everything. And it's like, ooh, okay. But, I mean, women could ask the guy. But it's on the guy, though, to
Well, I'm saying that all
provide,
that shit,
protect, and profess.
No, but I think a lot of time that stuff stops.
Yeah.
It stops.
I got her. We're good.
And so now she's not as interested. And so if you throw her on the bed, it's not. But if you took her out, and you set the mood, and you set the stage, you do a little prep.
Play some Marvin Gaye in the background.
Right, you got a reservation for her favorite restaurant, or there's a band that she really likes that you got tickets to, and dinner, and a hotel.
Do we want to go see Sarah McLachlan?
I'm just saying, then it's on, then it's game on. But to pick her up, and just throw her on the bed on a Saturday afternoon, if you got kids, probably not as good as it was 15 years ago when you didn't have kids.
Right.
That's all I'm saying.
I'm not feeling well. I'm cramping up. I'm in my sweats. I just got done working out. The baby threw up. I had a teacher in high school. Loved him. And he told us once, he goes, when we were growing up, the whole thing was, after you get married, take out a jar. Every time you have relations, put in a penny for 1 year. Now, after that 1 year, every time you have relations again, take the penny out. The jar will never be empty. I go, really? He goes, oh, yeah, just the way it is. That's just the way it is. So I wonder if there's just like, okay, I've had my thrills. Now it's like, it's time to we've done everything society says we need to accomplish. So now we got to go and take care of everyday business.
The other side,
and then your relationship gets lost in the things that don't matter nearly as much. And that's why we have so much divorce and everything else. Because now instead of seeking love, we're seeking the thrills.
Yeah,
you're addicted to thrills instead of like a relationship.
People fall down the porn.
Which is awful.
Yeah, I mean it can hurt your relationship. You should be having sex with your wife, not watching porn if that's the thing. But I that's an interesting thing. But I also wonder too if hormone levels drop for people and you just don't feel like it.
That happens too. Yeah. I mean, I get that. I mean, I put on 30 pounds a year ago. We talked about this,
that's sexy.
but I don't know how it happened.
That's
because I don't overeat. Now
You
watch,
eat
I'll
at
go to our
night.
friend's house and like,
Yeah.
yeah, that's the problem.
You eat at night.
I'll eat a big dinner.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, that's why the weight sticks around.
No, but you eat a big dinner, but I guarantee.
I don't snack, though, Bill.
I guarantee you're lying to yourself.
Bill, I don't snack.
I
You
guarantee.
could ask my wife, man.
No, but okay.
I don't eat much. I think I got a hormone problem. I think I got a metabolic condition.
Then I'm going to make a recommendation.
Okay.
I am serious.
Okay.
Somewhere between, depending on what brand you get, between 18, or I'll say $20 and $50. You can try something. I don't know if this works or does not work. I've read a lot about it.
I've done Golo. It doesn't work.
Not Golo.
I'm not going to do Ozempic.
Not Golo.
Okay.
This is going to sound nutty, but you can try it.
Okay.
It's called Wild Yam Cream.
Okay.
You take a pea size of this wild yam cream.
Okay.
And you put a pea size every day, like on the wrist, in the crevice of your elbow, whatever. And it's supposed to balance your hormones. It's supposed to be the one natural thing.
Isn't that what ashwagandha's supposed to do?
I don't know. Okay. So for women, if they're having odd menstrual cycles, hot flashes from menopause, it's supposed to balance it out naturally.
Remembering every bad thing you've ever done.
Naturally, okay? Mm-hmm. And for men, it's supposed to like raise your testosterone level, balance it out, do whatever.
I'll try it.
I will tell you the other thing. If your testosterone levels are low, you're probably low on vitamin D. Vitamin D is required for DHA.
But you need D with K, vitamin K, too.
Vitamin K2 is for your bones, but you take that and they sell it. You can buy that for like $28 at different places. And you take that, and I listen to me because I have a medical degree. I'm just saying, because it's funny. I did see a clip of.
My wife says I take too many supplements as it is.
You maybe, but that supposedly the DHA is what creates.
Yeah, I take that too.
Testosterone, but DHA.
DHEA,
but DHEA needs vitamin D.
Mm-hmm.
Vitamin D is really the only thing that we produce naturally in the body, but it comes from sunlight.
Yeah.
And guess what we haven't had around here?
Huh.
Sunlight, right? And you're supposed to get it first in the morning, right?
Get it in your eyes.
Yeah.
Don't wear sunglasses.
So these are the things. But I would try that. I would try the wild yam cream, and I'd try the D3K too.
All right. Yeah, I've been doing the D3K too. Do I have to take it with the DHEA? Maybe that's the problem.
I don't know.
Because I take it later. You can't take all your supplements at once because your body will like just pee the rest out.
I don't know. Okay. I have no idea.
All right.
This is where I'm not a doctor, but
I've gone to a doctor. Oh, you just got to eat less. I'm like, I am eating less.
Well, that was funny to me. Well, yeah, but write down everything you eat?
Oh, yeah.
And see, and just see what you're eating.
Mm-hmm.
See.
Okay.
Like, I mean, is it possible you go home and go after the podcast? Let's say it's like 9:30, 10 o'clock at night. Go home, you open the fridge. Do you open the fridge? Come on, motherfucker. You open the fridge. You open the fridge and you look in there and you go, oh, there's a piece of pizza.
No, I don't.
God!
Seriously.
All right.
I don't.
All right.
I try not to eat after 8 o'clock.
Okay.
Now watch. I'll go to our friend's house and have 4 slices of pizza, 8 chicken fingers, 4 bottles of water. Well, I don't know what the problem is, Bill. Why? This is the one day I can do this. I'm fine.
You know what the other problem is? We sit too much. We sit around too much.
Oh, yeah.
And we
Sitting is the new smoking.
Well, but yes.
But it is, though.
And then, okay, let me ask you this. What weird rabbit hole have you gone down on YouTube or TikTok or Instagram or whatever? Because I found a really weird one.
Oh, I found some bizarre, like usually like the YouTube videos.
But do you just all of a sudden go down? There's one called eye gazing. I watched eye gazing to figure out what this was. It's like it's women just looking at the camera and looking at you. And then it's people practicing how to do seductive eye gaze and how to show him he's interested.
There's
how
so
to show
many,
there's like all this weird shit.
You ever heard of ASMR?
Yeah, that's where the noises.
Yeah. To the microphone.
Yeah.
And people get turned in by like Bob Ross was actually painting a painting, okay? He wasn't trying to be seductive, and then people got addicted to that stuff. Now people just get paid to do videos where they just talk like that.
Yeah. There's no talking in some of these eye gazing videos.
Oh yeah, I know.
If you do, it's just them eye gazing.
There's somewhere they just brush their hair.
Yeah.
Do it into a microphone.
Oh, for ASMR?
We're gonna pretend to do a cut and shave.
Yeah, but I mean, so what weird thing have you been? Because the eye gazing was a weird one for me. I know people who have gone down the rabbit hole on TikTok of 911 calls. And like It's addictive. Like you can't get away from it. But this is all part of our problem.
So usually
we're not getting shit done because we're watching 911 call. You don't understand what I'm saying?
Right. Because I got to watch this.
Yes.
Do you think you're going to hell? Oh, I got to watch this now.
Yes.
Great. Then another video. Do you think you're still going? Oh,
yes.
Okay, I got to watch this one now.
Are you gaining weight and don't know why?
Yes. Oh, the best one is when they have this like big like they have these, they call them thumbnails on YouTube that you watch, that gets your attention, right?
Right.
And goes, try this. It's like a magic pill. And then you watch the video. I'm like, okay, so what's the magic? You just explained a bunch of stuff. I didn't really get the gist of it. You just clipped a bunch of videos together and aggregated them, and now you're going to make money off somebody else's work.
I think there's videos of people just eating spaghetti you could watch. I think that there's the near miss accidents. That'll freak you out. Near miss accidents.
Oh yeah.
That'll freak you out. My son Jameson got me into watching I couldn't watch it after a while. It got too disturbing to me, but it was like accidents or people getting into road rage fights after accidents. And there's construction stuff. Some people love just intersection cams that you can go and watch live.
Intersection cam. Oh yeah.
Yeah, just watch. Yeah. Just an intersection.
Yeah,
Have
Barry V do the play-by-play. 490 right now. It seems pretty calm. But you never know in Rochester as we look at the camera here.
Dr. Pimple Popper's another one.
Oh yeah.
People like that.
Yeah, there's all kinds of that stuff.
Yeah, people just go down the rabbit
while you're
hole.
sitting at work, at home, or whatever. All of a sudden, hey, it's 3:00. All right, I better start working.
Right. Exactly, and you're not.
Right.
And so that's the big problem.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we'll take a moment. Let's get into the Vince McMahon. I don't know much about it. I know you've been a big wrestling fan for many years.
On again, off again. Yeah.
All right, but you know it. I've never ever. I'm not humble bragging, but I am. I think I actually went to a WWE event.
Well, they were huge in downstate. Because Vince McMahon's the territory used to be.
I went when I was up here working in radio.
Oh.
In the 90s, I think I went because we gave away tickets. It just never appealed to me, and I don't know why.
I can understand why.
Like I like boxing and stuff.
It's not. These guys beat the crap out of each other.
Yes, they do.
But it's all choreographed. It's all scripted, and what the results are. That's why you don't take it seriously.
All right. Well, we'll get into the Vince McMahon because these allegations are pretty bad. But people are saying that he's still involved because his right-hand man is still
Bruce
involved.
Pritchard.
Yes. And I don't know any of this. I don't know the players.
Bruce Pritchard.
But I know that Vince has built an empire.
Yes, he has.
He's truly built an empire.
He has a unique story
of entertainment. And I don't know much about Vince McMahon, but we'll get into it with our expert, Dan Barillo. We'll do that next. But first,